Big booty bitch ain't little booty bitch. It's a hot girl summer now.
Ay, bad bitch taste like cherry, kiwi, real big titty, double DDs.
Hey Bri Babies, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to become one of my Bri Babies today. Period. Y'all not gonna see my face the whole time. I'm just doing this on the intro part. In this video, I'm about to show y'all how I do my advanced intros. This is also an easy way to do it because I only use 2 apps, so you don't have to really jump back and forth for real. The apps I use are PicsArt and CapCut. Also, if you guys don't want to make your own intro, I now have an Instagram page. Just started this page and started out making this like a real business a few days ago. If you don't want to do an intro, outro yourself, I can do it for you. Nice prices, also linked in the description. I'm just saying, if you don't want to do it yourself, holla at your girl. So that's all I really wanted to say. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into this video. Alright y'all, so I decided to do Nique from Nique and King. Okay, so I can't really find too much of her on Pinterest, so I'm gonna just go into Instagram. And I'm going to find a few pictures. Like I said, stuff that's easy to cut out. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with these, so I'm gonna screenshot these. Okay, so I'm gonna choose from these. So I like this one, and I like this one. These might be cute, so I'm gonna screenshot these. And I'm also gonna screenshot these. So in all, I have 10 pictures of her. So now I'm going to edit them. Well, not really edit them, but I'm going to crop them out. So I just went to my camera roll for my photos, and I'm just going to go to edit and press this little square thing down here. And I'm just going to crop all this extra stuff out. And I'm press done, so that way it'll look like a regular picture. And I'm just going to do that for all of them. Okay, so now the pictures are cropped out. Now I'm going to go into PicsArt. I'm going to press the plus sign at the bottom. I'm going to scroll all the way down to color backgrounds, and I'm going to choose this little transparent picture. And it's going to pop up like this. So before I actually get started, this is the part that's going to take the most time. So that's why I said choose pictures that you want to use, but make sure that they are easy to crop out the background, so that way it's not as much work that you have to do. So now I'm going to slide over and press add photo. Okay, so now I'm going to choose my first picture. So I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to just go to add, and I'm going to make it real big so that way I can really see it. And then I'm going to go to cutout, so I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to press person, which is down here at the bottom. This is what I meant. It's easy to cut out because all I had to do was press that, and it literally cut out everything for me. Since it's cut out for me, I'm just going to go into right here because I don't want that in there. So I'm going to erase that. Okay, so that's the most that I'm going to do. That's really the only part that I really wanted to get out. So now I'm going to press save. And I'm going to add shadow to mine. So I'm going to press the shadow at the bottom. And I'm going to keep it black, but I'm going to position it to 0. Horizontal 0, vertical 0. press apply. And now I'm going to save this. So now I'm just going to do this for all of the pictures. Okay, so now that I'm finished cropping out all of the pictures and all of that, now I'm going to go all the way back. So I'm going to cancel out of all of this. I'm going to swipe up a little bit and go to collages, which is right here. And I'm going to press grids. And I'm going to choose either these or these, only because there's 3 pictures. I want to do these. So I'm going to choose all 3 of the red ones. And I'm going to swipe down and go to this one. I'm going to change the ratio, which is down here, to the YouTube. So you guys swipe all the way down to YouTube. And then I'm going to take the border off. And I'm going to line up my pictures. So that way they're kind of lined up the same way. This one, I'm going to flip it so that way it can look like this. And then I'm just going to move all of these over. So now I'm going to press next at the top. And I'm going to go to effects. And I'm going to blur this out. I'm just going to take this down to like 7. And I'm going to press apply at the top. And then I'm going to scroll over to mask, which is this right here. Add one of these. So the one that I'm using, you can find it by pressing dust at the bottom. And it's the second one, DST2. That's the one that I'm using. And I'm going to press apply. And then I'm going to save this. So now that I'm done that, I'm going to go back. Now that I'm done that, I'm about to go into Instagram. And I'm going to screenshot her Instagram page. And I'm going to try to find her Twitter. So now I'm about to screenshot this. Now I'm going to go back into PicsArt. And I'm going to scroll down to color backgrounds. And I'm going to choose a transparent picture again. And then I'm going to press add photo. And I'm going to put her Instagram, the screenshot of her Instagram. And I'm going to make it a little big. And then I'm going to press sticker, which is down here at the bottom. And I'm going to type in iPhone XR. And I'm going to use this one. And I'm just going to size it so that way it can fit the screenshot. So once it's fitted, I'm going to save this. And then I'm going to take all this off the screen. I'm going to go to add photo. And I'm going to use her Twitter. I'm going to make this real big. And do the same thing. Okay, so now that I finished that, I'm going to save this. And then I'm going to exit out. And now that we're still here, I'm going to search for like stickers that I want to put in her intro. I'm going to go to stickers and I'm going to do like, I'm just going to search up anything that I want to do on there. You can watch what I'm doing and go for that. Or if you don't want to do this, you don't have to do it. Okay, so y'all, I couldn't really think of anything. I did do the verified photo because she's verified on Instagram. So now I'm gonna go into CapCut. I'm gonna go to a new project, and I'm gonna choose the grid that I did. And I'm gonna do add. Okay, so now that we're right here, I'm going to drag this so that way it's a little bit longer. I'm gonna delete this extra photo at the end. And I'm going to drag this. I usually drag it to like 10 seconds. So now I'm going to click this and I'm going to go to animations at the bottom. Do this how you want to do it. I'm going to do it how I want to do it, but I'm going to show you how you can do it. So now that I went to animations, I'm going to go to N, which is right here. And I'm going to just use whichever one I feel is cute. So I'm going to use Shake 2. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to put the check mark. So once we got that down, you can play it so that you can see. It doesn't play throughout. So yeah. Now I'm going to add effects. So just slide over it and you're going to see effects. And here I'm just going to look through everything and see what I like. Okay, so I think I like this one, so I'm just going to take it all the way down. And I'm going to bring this like right here. So after I pick my effects, it really doesn't matter which effect that you use. It's just up to you what you want to do. All of these are free, by the way. So do what you want to do with it. I think I'm going to add another one. I think I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to drag it all the way to the bottom. So just so y'all know, the ones that I use is Mini Zoom and Star Rain 2. And this is what it looks like. So now I'm going to go back and then I'm going to go to Overlay, which is here. And this is where I added my pictures. So for the first part, I'm going to do these 3 pictures, the ones in red. I want to put it in the order that it's in. I think it goes in this order. We can only do one at once. So I'm going to add this first one. So once I use this one, like I said, I like mirrored it. So you can slide over and do that. So you'll go to edit and press mirror. So that way it's facing the same way as the actual picture. And I'm just going to make it real big. And I'm going to place it right in the middle. Then I'm going to press the back button and I'm going to add another. So once that's like that, I'm going to actually slide these over a little bit more. Because that's not where I want these to be. So in order for you to slide it, you just hold on to the one that you want to move and just move your finger. So once that's like that, now I'm going to add like the animations. So I'm going to click the first one and go to animations and go to N. The one that I'm going to use is Zoom 1 for this one. The second one, I'm going to go to N, slide all the way down, Zoom 1. And for the last one, okay, so for the first 2 pictures, I use Zoom 1, and for the last one that's in the middle, I use Zoom 2, which looks like this. So now that that's like that, I'm going to slide over just a little bit. And I'm going to go to text. So I'm going to go all the way back and then go to text. Then I'm going to add text. Then I'm going to add her YouTube name, which is Life as Nique. This is another part where I just style it the way I want to style it. I don't know what it's called, but if you saw, it's the one after romantic, which is this one. Yeah. I'm gonna make it big, and I'm gonna slide mine all the way down. And because it's so skinny, you want to make it like stand out. So I'm gonna go to stroke, and I'm gonna choose whatever one I feel looks right. So I think I'm gonna just do black, and I'm gonna also add a shadow, which is also gonna be black. And I'm gonna move it up just a little bit. Yep. And then at the top up here, you're gonna slide these over so that way you can change the animation. For my animation, I think I'm gonna do blur. I kind of like that for like the intro part. So for in, I'm gonna do blur. For out, I'm gonna do blur also. And I'm gonna press a check mark, and then I'm going to take it down. You don't want this part to be that long. I'm gonna change this and make it a little bit shorter. So I'm gonna put mine on 1.5. And all of them will automatically go to 1.5. And for the text, I'm going to move this up a little bit and then bring it down. So this is what it would look like. So now I'm going to stop it like right here, and I'm going to press it, and I'm going to press split. This is when we go into the next part of it. So for this part, I'm going to be doing her Instagrams. I'm going to go to overlay, add overlay again. And for this part, I'm going to do her Instagrams, and I'm going to use these two photos at the bottom. I want her Instagram to pop up first, so I'm going to press her Instagram, the one that I used. So with this part, you just do it however you want to do it. To move it and all of that, to move it, you just hold it and move. To twist it, you have to have both fingers like in the middle, and you just turn. And we'll put it right here. Okay. And I'm gonna make it shorter so that way it's not taking up too much. So then I'm gonna add another overlay. And I said I'm using these ones. So I'm going to put this picture first. I'm gonna put this right here. And I'm gonna make it short. And then I'm gonna add my other photo. I'm gonna make this one shorter. Okay, so now that I did that, real quick, the split, I'm going to put like an animation right there. So you just press the split and this should pop up. I think that I'm going to do pull out. So let's see what it's going to look like. Okay. And now with this, we don't want this to just pop up like that. That's plain. So we're going to press the phone one and put an animation. I'm going to do slide left for that one. And for the pictures, I want to do slide right. So it's going to look like this. And then right when it pops up, about right here, this is where, okay, so I think I want to do this like this. So I'm going to go back to PicsArt real fast. And since we're still here, I'm going to go to sticker, and I'm going to press Instagram. Because I want to find the Instagram logo, but I think I want to do it in the box, in a circle. So yeah, I'm going to do this one. And I'm just going to save this. And I also did her Twitter, so I'm going to go back and do Twitter logo. And I also want this in black. So I'm going to use that one and save that one. And I'm going to go back into CapCut right here. is when I'm going to add in the Instagram circle. I don't want this to be too big. Okay, so the animation that I used was roll right for this one. So it's going to look like this. Add text, and I'm going to put her Instagram name, which is underscore excuse underscore my underscore beauty. And I'm going to add the animation, which is also going to be blur in, blur out. Keep it simple. So I think I'm going to move these up. For the Instagram, I'm going to move it up, make it smaller. For her Instagram name, I'm also going to move this up. So that way it's not on her, but it's on top of the Instagram. That I did that. Now I'm going to do her check mark because she's verified on Instagram. I made it gray so that way it can kind of blend in. So I'm going to make it smaller, and I'm going to slide it up, and I'm going to put it like behind it. It's going to look like that. And the animation I'm going to use is Shake 2. Okay, so now that that's finished, now I'm going to do another split. And I'm going to add the Twitter. And for this one, I'm going to put it on this side to make that real big. Make it a little shorter. The animation is going to be slide right. And we're going to add her pictures. The picture that I'm going to use is these two. Use this picture first to be right here. Make it big. The animation for this one is going to be slide left. And I'm going to choose her other picture, which is also, the animation is also going to be slide left. And I'm going to move this over here. So it's going to look the same like the last one. It's just going to be different pictures. Okay, so now that we finished that part, I want to add the animation. So for this, we did pull out. For this one, I want to do pull in. So now we're going to press play. So now we're about right here. This is where I'm going to add the Twitter. For this one, I can do it down at the bottom because she's not sitting down. And I'm going to add text, and I'm going to add her Twitter, which is royalty. I'm trying to make sure I spell it right before I put anything on here. The animation, once again, is blur in, blur out. I'm going to make it short. So I'm going to go back to Twitter. I'm going to put this like in the middle. I'm going to move her name over and put it like right there. So I'm going to make it bigger. Okay, so now I'm going to add the animation to the Twitter part. I almost forgot that part, which is going to be roll right again. So now let's play it and watch. Okay, so for this one, her name is like extra long. We do not want that. So we're gonna go and change that. Now we're gonna split this And for this, we're going to do, so then you're going to click this part and go to camera and pull in again, because we made this one pull out. Oh no, we made that one pull in, so this one needs to be pull out. Okay, so right about here, we're gonna do her last 3 pictures, which are these 3 in the brown outfit. Okay, so we're gonna do this one. We're gonna put this one over here. We're gonna make it like this. Then we're gonna add this one on the side. So now we're gonna add the last one, which is gonna be, I want this one to be bigger. So now I'm just gonna turn these the way I want to turn them and do all of that. Okay, so now that I got them to line up, now I'm going to add the animations. All of them are going to be slide up. So now that we did that, now I'm going to go back to the beginning of the video, and I'm going to go to text, and I'm going to click this one, and I'm just going to copy it because I want it to be directly like that one. And I'm going to take it all the way to the end, put it like right here, and I'm going to stretch it out, and now it should line up. And that's basically how I'm going to do that. So that's basically it. Now I'm going to play this out. Alright, so I added purple. Okay, so I added purple mist as another effect, just so that way it can look a little more out there. So now I'm going to play it. Yeah, so I like that. Now I'm just going to add my audio. So I'm going to go into my files. I have a few videos saved up. So I'm going to choose the one that I want to do, and then y'all going to see the rest. Okay, so before this video actually ends, and before you see the finishing product, even though you're pretty sure already seen it, but yeah, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you come back for more videos. Make sure you bring a friend. Period. Feel it always. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye.
Big booty bitch ain't little booty bitch. It's a hot girl summer now.
Ay, bad bitch taste like cherry, kiwi, real big titty, double ladies.